And I don't want to upset any mermaids who are watching the show. Violet mermaids, there are pink mermaids, there are black mermaids, there are Latina mermaids, there are mermaids of every ilk. And you know why there can be? Because it's the world that we would like to see better.
Mother of God. I did not see this coming. I didn't. I genuinely did not see this coming. I mean, the announcement of the
Reimagined.
Whoa! The pitch is off on there. I'm leaving it because that's funny. The announcement of the the new recast with Halle Bailey as Little Mermaid happened like, I don't know, months ago. And now, only now really is the backlash kind of heating up. In fact, the trailer for Little Mermaid remains on trending, has nearly 500,000 upvotes now. So people are rallying in support of it. And again, I want to point out, not Halle Bailey's job to, she just took the job. It's not her fault. And people that are like going after her directly, that's not okay. That sucks. Okay. If you believe that they should be following the original Danish folklore, then that's fine. That's a decision you have to take up with Disney, which is what people are doing in spades. 490,000 upvotes, 1.5 million downvotes. 1.5 million downvotes. Is this where people are finally drawing a line in the sand? It would certainly seem like it, right? I don't really understand. And yesterday, things took an even more interesting turn. By the way, thanks everyone who went to Coffee Brand Coffee yesterday. It is the number one most important business to me. It's my business. We sell coffee, tea, and cocoa. We launched some delicious fall blends and spiked jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin spice. If you don't like flavored coffee, our 002 Ethiopian and our 004 dark roast sell amazingly. We're actually extending our K-Cup. If you get your K-Cup orders in today, you'll still get the Founders Coin, which is part of a pre-order, which ends tomorrow, because we're still yet to receive one last piece. So I'm letting anyone who orders the K-Cups now still get them until they're in stock, which should be today or later tomorrow. But seriously, thank you, everyone. Now, yesterday, things escalated, and I was not surprised whatsoever. So, two people posted this out. What 10 gazillion IQ is the initial Twitter account, I guess, who made the video. Then Vandalibum posted the video. What it was a 7-second side-by-side where they had replaced Halle Berry with some generic redhead. I get the meme, but I just knew that this was going to be, the shot that sparked a billion rees. And within hours, both accounts were suspended off Twitter. Why? I don't know. I've been told by all the leftists out there that mermaids don't exist. And so the race of said mermaids is not relevant. So when you turn Ariel black, that's stunning and progressive. When you turn Ariel white, you're suspended. Credits to meme artificial intelligence scientist 10 gazillion IQ. He fixed Little Mermaid and turn the woke actor into a ginger white girl. He says he can fix the entire movie when it comes out with 4 A600, I think are those video cards, in 24 hours. It's over for woke cells. I actually like that name now. And you can see, note for Twitter, this is purely for educational purposes. Please do not misinterpret this in a racist way. I'm just amazed by a high IQ friend who works with artificial intelligence and the stuff he can make. And I wanted to show people his field of study. I suppose this is more like probably like deepfake technology, maybe. You know, this is somebody who does this type of thing. You can see for new followers who came from the Ariel thing, if you're interested in doing this for yourself, like with other movies, then go learn some Python, download some AI stuff. It's not as hard as it sounds. Pick related. I made Doomer Girl in 2 seconds. Pretty interesting. And you see meme lords and junk posters are a blessing on the internet. Every torrent site needs to be flooded with this version. Oh my God, I love you. Perfect. Looks 1,000 times better. What about buoyancy? The first AI generated is the first one AI generated. They both look so realistic. I mean, like, the fixed movie must be available for download. I mean, WTF, I love AI now. You know, I think that it's time. Yeah, the Ryan Gosling as Black Panther, I think probably needs to happen too, because that's a meme, of course. And like, it is interesting though, because the people went berserk over this, calling it all sorts of things. When, quite frankly, I've been screamed at by leftists all, you know, for the last week, telling me that, what do you mean? It's a fish person. It's not real. What does the race matter? Oh, now it matters. Oh, well, if it isn't your own hypocrisy. You could see what Reject Metric wrote. I can't imagine why this would make people upset. I've been informed by Twitter that mermaids aren't real, and so it doesn't matter what race they are. I mean, okay. Exactly. They don't even realize their own racism is showing. I mean, I think, look, so you prefer the CGI Uncanny Valley. I prefer the woman with talent. And that's fine. Like, there's so many triggered, like, you know, usernames with flags in the title and all this kind of stuff. And actually, a lot of people are saying, well, what's woke about the actress? Well, has had some spicy takes. I mean, if you look at, you know, new Little Mermaid and Snow White stars say their modern characters won't be defined by needing a man's love. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's like exactly screaming defund the police from the streets, but, you know, she is clearly one of the wokies. But, you know, as far as I know, there's some other statements that I couldn't necessarily find that I may be attributing incorrectly, so I won't bring them up. But you see this Halle Bailey turns white in a Little Mermaid remake video altered by AI. You could see, I wonder if this video is still live on the internet. Okay, they didn't. Okay, here it is. Wish I could be part of that AI. You can see the actual video. I want to mute it because I'm sure I can't use it. You can see it's shot for shot, frame for frame. Clearly a white woman now with red hair versus Halle Bailey. I mean, like, whoever decided to let AI create entertainment knew it would cause massive issues. People over the internet have been throwing random image requests from AI to the result is something quite horrifying. The same can be said for AI-generated videos. Well, someone decided to AI transform Halle Bailey into a white woman for the Little Mermaid live-action remake. You can see the AI-generated video above. The film has been surrounded with controversy as people oddly take issue with Ariel not being white in this new live-action remake. Fans have been coming to the defense of Bailey. Look, I don't have any issue with Halle Bailey, but what's probably happening here is people have, in general, had enough. They've had enough of the race swaps. This is number, 50 in the last 2 years. You know, from television shows like The Wonder Years, getting rebooted with the grand idea of just changing the skin color of the family. People have just had enough. Like, just make new shows. I don't really have any issue with it. And like the left often will say, like, would you have a problem with people of color? Of course not. Of course not. One of my all-time favorite shows is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, probably top 5. So like, you know, I think It's ridiculous. So you see, it's a mermaid though, a creature of myth and fairy tale. People are just it's like getting thrown right in their face. So you prefer the CGI uncanny valley. I prefer the one with talent. It's a mermaid though, a creature of myth and fairy tale. We are not sure if this is some sort of support or hatred for Halle Bailey in The Little Mermaid. Mermaids are mythical creatures, so they should be able to be portrayed by anyone. No one knows how mermaids look, so let Bailey shine. Is the first one AI generated? Both look so realistic. You might not have been watching the same video, but the AI generated video doesn't look quite realistic. Halle Bailey as Little Mermaid looks quite real, but that might be because she is. Make the fixed movie available on download sites. The quote fixed movie is the AI one. This is hero level stuff. Every redhead I knew growing up loved Ariel, and they knew this. Apparently, Twitter doesn't understand that many races can have red hair. Halle Bailey looks amazing as Ariel, and her amazing voice is going to carry the Little Mermaid to some new heights. Sure. There are literally black gingers. Sure. I mean, sure. I'm not saying there isn't. I think that this has been. I did not see this coming. I knew that like we had the initial like, oh yeah, it's just another race swapped character. I'm so used to it. Everyone's so used to it that this is just the way of the modern era, right? However, it would appear that people have decided they've had enough and they're going to die on this hill. Twitter acting quick to ban everybody who posted this video, which is ridiculous. Why are you banning them? That's absurd. The way that the media is reacting to this, having like absolute meltdowns over the whole situation. Also hilarious. They actually suspended both accounts that posted the AI fixed version of the Little Mermaid trailer. I was told that mermaids are not real, so race doesn't matter. It's funny when they have to hold up their own to their own. When you hold a light up to their own standards. Here it is on a Chinese app, as predicted. Essentially, the Chinese version, the Chinese approved version of the Little Mermaid. If you're aware, Disney openly and has multiple times pushed black characters to the back of posters, including the Black Panther, where they pick all the pictures of Black Panther had his mask on. How they did John Boyega by lightening his skin and putting him in the back of the poster on The Force Awakens. Disney has a long and documented history of being willing to push black characters to the back to collect Chinese money. So I would not be surprised if this is China. That they would be like considering this for China. Yeah, I read that it would only take them 24 hours to re-render the actors using 4 A600 GPUs. I think some people think it's like real. Like here's an example of how they did Black Panther. You could see this is the American poster on the left, the Chinese poster on the right. They covered his face. Here's The Force Awakens on the left, American. You can see John Boyega, pretty big. Look in China. Where'd John Boyega go? Oh, he's way down here, hidden. This is what Disney does all the time in China. So when they talk about representation, they're just full of baloney. This has been one wild ride that I'll continue to report on this channel. So make sure you click that subscribe.